Hello, race fans, and welcome back to Pine Hill Rallycross for the Pine Hill Rallycross Tournament. I'm your host, Mechanic, and standing next to me is my co-host, McLaren.
You are watching Group 6 of Round 1.
There are the racers, but before we can get to the racing, we're going to take a look at the updated track. We've had some time to work on it while we were fixing camera difficulties. Done some work up top, and of course there's the new shop down at the bottom there. I'm looking forward to the second round already. Should be good. Why are all those people just lying there in the parking lot? Anyways, let's get to the driver introductions. Up first, it's the 6th seed, Clancy from the ABC All-Red family, and he's driving the Audi 90 Quattro coming to us from Idaho. He weighs 63 grams.
Up next is Harlan Nass from Spirit of 64. He's the 14th seed and he comes from Colorado, driving his Mazda RX-7.
Up next, it is Q from Scratch Racing in the BMW M3 wagon. He comes to us from Texas and he's the 22 seed.
And finally, we have Jefe from 4-7 Diecast Kings. He comes to us from Florida, driving his Mazda RX-3 and he's the 30 seed.
On pole for race 1, it is Clancy. And we're off. Clancy takes that lead, Scratch pulling up behind him. Clancy with a nice run through the top stretch. And he is spun around on the hills. I do not know what happened. Scratch Racing Q has the lead, and he's going to come through with a win. And here comes Clancy. Oh wait, we still got one more coming down. Here comes Jefe, scooping in for a third place spot. We'll have to see what happened to Harlan Nass up there. Stuck on the hills.
Clancy took the early lead, and Q pulled into second. The other two were falling behind a bit as Harlan tries to catch up to Q, but Clancy spins around on the hills and Q takes the lead. That leaves Harlan stranded, and man, Jefe hits him and barely gets over the final hill. But meanwhile, Q is way out ahead of the others. You see Jefe creeping over. And wow, hits the wall twice, and I don't know how he kept going.
Surprised he made it down.
Just barely makes it through turn 5. But Q has a straight run right down the, fairly straight run.
Clancy has the opposite of a straight run.
Spinning around coming out of turn 5, and here comes Jefe. Spinning around, hits the wall, almost stops, but keeps going.
And we're not going to wait for him to cross the line again. It is Q with the lead with 4, Clancy with 3, and Jefe with 2.
Race 2, Q from Scratch Racing on the pole position, and he pulls in the lead. I think we've lost Jefe already, as Q pulls ahead of Clancy, who is spinning around back there, and Q takes the win. That's a fast time there. Clancy comes in second, and Harlan Nass comes in third. And there is Jefe, stuck on the first straightaway.
Q had a good run all the way down. Jefe just loses control and goes sideways. Not sure what happened to him, honestly, but there was a little rough part on the hills for Harlan Nass there. Coming through, Clancy somehow just spins around and decides to go straight again. And Spirit of 64 there almost gets up the inside of him in turn 4. That would have been crazy. Q had a good run, as I mentioned before, all the way down. The others are battling it all over the place, spinning around and around.
They both spin around.
Both come through in reverse. Clancy takes second, and Harlan Nass in third.
After the second race, Q has the lead with 8, winning both races so far. Clancy has second with 6, and the others are tied at 2. Jefe has the pole.
They're off. Jefe. He's the lowest qualifier in the group, and he's falling behind. He has already fallen to 4th place. That's kind of crazy. It is Q once again with the lead. He is just crushing it today. Spun around, coming out of 5. He's going to come in for the win. Do we have more coming down? Appears we do not. And there is Clancy blocking out Harlan there. Where is...
Jefe.
Yeah, there he is, right there. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 3-way DNF.
Jefe had the pole and he needed some points here, but falls to 4th place.
Clancy with some great passing.
Yeah, Clancy went from 4th to 2nd there. Q way on the lead, didn't play any part in any of that. As Jefe skids out coming out of the hills, I think that might have caused him to DNF. Yeah, and
Clancy got sideways.
there we see Clancy getting sideways and blocking out Harlan. Q ends up being the lone survivor, and he takes his third win in a row.
He's going for a clean sweep. Very hard to do with 8 races. He's got 12. The others have some catching up to do.
Harlan Nass on the pole position for race 4, and he's getting pushed by Clancy right now. Clancy pulls up the inside lane as Harlan gets sideways. Clancy spins around coming into turn 3. He spins around again to face forwards and comes across the line for an easy victory. Here comes Q, and I think that's all.
As we saw, Harlan Nass got sideways up there on the top straight, and it appears that Jefe is stuck behind him.
Let's do an instant replay.
Harlan Nass took that lead, Clancy all over the back of him, and then Harlan just goes sideways. Not sure really what triggered that, but Clancy took advantage of it, straight shot down the hills. Here comes Q. These two are appearing to pull away here from the other two competitors. I'm surprised Q is doing so much better than Harlan Nass at this point, since he qualified lower, but maybe he just has more control over the vehicle.
It's definitely more consistent.
See if Harlan Nass can pull it together.
Sometimes consistency matters more than speed on this track.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Q has the lead with 15. In second place is Clancy with 10, and the others still have 2 points. Man.
They need to get more points on the board there.
Definitely.
Starting the second half of racing, it's Clancy on pole. He's got the lead. Scratch all over him. Scratch dives, but can't get up the inside. Clancy pulling away. Spinning around, though. Here comes Q. He can't make it happen. Is there anyone else? Oh, it's Jefe. He's coming down in reverse. Good to see him finish. And where is Spirit of 64 for what appears to be yet another DNF? Oh, he's upside down. Wow. We'll have to see how that happened.
Clancy pulled in the lead, but Q was all over the back of him. Made an effort to pass on turn 2, but unfortunately cannot make that happen, as Harlan Nass catches right up, then turtles it over coming out of the hills.
Jefe seems to like going backwards.
Yeah. Clancy still at the lead. Q, they actually both spin around coming out of turn 5. Meanwhile, Jefe is like so far behind.
But hey, at least you made it down.
They're all spinning around coming out of turn 5, and they both end up going forwards. But Clancy takes the win, and Q in second. And here comes Jefe. Are we gonna wait this time? Nope. Q has the lead with 18. That's pretty incredible considering we've only had 5 races so far. And Clancy's in second with 14.
I don't know if any of these, or the other two, are going to catch up to those two. Scratch takes the lead early. Clancy in second. No surprise here. We'll see if any of the others can make it down.
Clancy has a little trouble there.
Q is spinning all around. Here comes Clancy in reverse. He's just going to bump into the back of him. And it appears that it's just going to be these two once again. There is Harlan. And there he is. Jefe stuck on the hills, unfortunately.
Q pulled out into the lead early, as we see in the instant replay here. But Clancy was gaining ground and pulled up to him in turn 2 onto the hills. Was all over him coming out of it. And Jefe gets stuck on the first hill up there. Just didn't have enough speed to get around over it. Both of them slide out, the leaders, on turn 3. And that's where Harlan Nass
ends up getting stuck.
Yeah, coming out of turn 3 there. Spun around. Speaking of spinning around, Q's doing a lot of it, so is Clancy. My goodness, what are they doing?
I didn't even know what that
They're not on a merry-go-round, guys. Clancy catches up to Q, but it's not enough to pass him. Q still holds the lead with 22 points. Clancy has 17.
Yeah, this race is all but over, folks. Well, let's see what happens in these last 2 races. It is Jefe on the pole. He needs points, obviously. But it's Q taking that lead. Jefe has fallen to 4th place once again. And what happened on the hills there? Q and Harlan had the lead, and it ends up being Clancy, who may be the sole survivor of the hills. I do not know what happened, and it appears that everybody is stuck. Jefe's on his lid.
That was pretty crazy.
Big mess on the hills there.
Jefe and Harlan Nass are both out of it at this point. They're just racing for fun now. But what happened to the hill camera? I guess we did need it. But Clancy is the only one surviving. And we don't get to find out what happened.
That's the editor's problem.
Clancy takes the win, and he's almost caught up to Q now. 22-21. Here we go into the final race. Harlan Nass on the pole, and there he goes. Clancy all over the back of him. Can he make a move this time? Doesn't look like it. Harlan Nass pulling way ahead.
Wow.
Is he going for the track record here? Wow, 12:30. That is
Pretty fast.
that's in the top 5.
Not the track record. And he finally got a good run. He's been having bad luck the whole time.
Hey, look, everybody else finished, I think. Oh, yeah, Jefe barely makes it across the line.
Yeah, that's about the... as slow as you can go without stop. Harlan Nass took that lead and he never looked back. Clancy was trying to keep up, but gets caught up in turn 2 and spins around. Jefe just plows right into him. And then Q spins out Jefe and takes advantage of that to go right around him. Harlan with a terrific run all the way down the track. Clancy is cutting the corner there.
Wait,
And then Q got passed back by Jefe in turn 3.
how did Q get in front of him?
They were trading spots all the way down the track. Here comes Harlan, and then you see Clancy spinning around doing his trademark. I don't even know what it is. It's 360,
Holy-
720. Jefe was stuck on the final straight, and Q just lets him have it. And then Jefe was able to back his way across, as usual. We aren't waiting for him. It is easy victory for Clancy and Q. Congratulations to them. Unfortunately, it wasn't Harlan Nass's or Jefe's day. We want to thank him for participating in our first event, though, on this new track. Here's a look at the bracket. In the next group is led by Ricochet from Ruckus Racing, previous tournament winner here. Although not on this track, obviously. That's all for now, folks.
Thanks for watching.